In Islam, Tawheed means to affirm the oneness of Allah in 3 different ways, or if you like, in 2 different ways. It's up to you. If you want to say it means to affirm it in 2 different ways or 3 different ways, it doesn't make a lot of difference. We're going to ask you a question on that, so pay attention to this, yeah? First of all, in Allah's actions. What do we think it means to have Tawheed in Allah's actions? Someone give me an idea. I mean, it's there for you, but I want you to explain it to me. I want to see if you understand. For Allah to be one in His actions, to believe and to practice the fact that Allah is one in His actions. What does that mean? I want to hear some different voices, inshallah. What do you think that means? It's not difficult, it's English words. Allah is one in His actions. What is that? What do we think that means? So I'm going to wait until I see someone give me an answer, inshallah.
Does everything alone.
That nobody does what Allah does except Allah. That's basically what it means. That nobody does what Allah does except Allah. So what are some of the things that Allah does? Creates. Allah is the creator. What else? Sustainer. Allah sustains His creation. What else? Allah is the one who legislates. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala legislates the halal and the haram. أَلَيْسَ اللَّهُ بِأَحْكَمِ الْحَاكِمِينَ. Isn't Allah the best of al-hakimin, the best of judges? What else does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala do?
Listen to our prayers.
Allah listens to our prayers and listens to the one in desperate need in a way that nobody else does, because nobody else hears everything like Allah hears everything. What else does Allah do? Allah sees in a way that nobody else does. So Allah sees every single thing, even the black ant that crawls upon a black stone in the darkness of the desert, in the darkness of the night. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees it and sees its limbs and sees what's inside of it, and there's no limit to the sight of Allah. What else does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala do? The massive one that we read all the time in the Quran. Mercy. So Allah has mercy, is merciful towards His creation. So in these actions, nobody does these actions except Allah. You and me can be merciful, you and me can see, we can hear, but not like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees, not like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hears, not like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mercy. I might have mercy on you 3 or 4 times. You subhanAllah, you do something to me and I say, doesn't matter. Do something to me again, I say it doesn't matter. By the 3rd time, I'm going to lose my patience. Yeah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is merciful upon you in every single way, and it has no limit to the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So nobody does the actions that Allah does except Allah. What's the second point? Our actions towards Him. What do we think this means? Tawheed in our actions towards Allah. So whatever we do towards Allah, we only do it towards Allah. We don't do it towards anyone else. Whatever worship we do, we don't do it towards anybody and anything else. So in the first part of Tawheed, we believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only one who does the stuff that He does the things that He does. Yep, we all okay with that? Only Allah creates, only Allah sustains, only Allah provides, only Allah has infinite mercy, only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is infinitely just, only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees everything, only Allah hears everything. In the second part, that only Allah deserves to be worshipped, only Allah deserves to be made dua to, only Allah deserves to be things to be sacrificed to, only Allah deserves. So this second part is about what we do towards Allah. So it's Allah's actions and our actions. That Allah's actions, nobody does them but Him, and that our actions that we do towards Allah, we only do for Allah and to Allah. So we only pray to Allah, we only make dua to Allah, we only make sajda to Allah, we only bow to Allah, we only call upon Allah for those things that only He can do, and so on and so forth. And this is the most important part of Tawheed. And this is the Tawheed that the messengers were sent with. So it's very important that you pay attention to that. And the third category, the perfect names and attributes. That Allah has perfect names and attributes that are for Him alone. They are suited to His majesty. They're not similar to His creation. We take them according to their apparent meaning. We don't deny them. We don't ask anything more than the meaning that is clear to us.